Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Taimanin. Today we're gonna check the soft update that we just received, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Also, we're gonna talk about something else at the very end of the video, but if you just want to check the update, I'll tell you when it ends. So, very quickly, let's start with the first thing that got added, and that's the limited Tempest Legionnaire pack, which is going to be on discount. That's pretty good. Consider that, not this button. Consider that Asuka already received her rerun, so you are not getting this on a renewal pack. So with that in mind, it might not be a bad idea to get it if you like this skin. But remember that these aren't the best value, though it is in discount, so that's something to consider. Then, the next thing that we have are the Halloween skins. We already had Asagi, Sakura, and Yukikase before, but now we also have Rinko and Sue. So if you like those, be sure to grab them. They're pretty appealing in my opinion. So, we also have new campaigns, which basically they are the same campaigns we had. They just extended them. Gremory, I strongly suggest that you just add the 12-day duration into this. There's no reason to just think that it's gonna end when it's not. I mean, people could use the resources differently if they knew it was gonna last 12 days. Well, let's continue with this. So first we have an AP multiplier, which allows you to do 5 extra runs on dailies, which is going to be pretty good for farming skill points. If you want to do that, be sure to do so. This is for people who have a good amount of syringes or AP refills. Do consider that if you want to get the most value out of your AP refills, you want to use it on AP reduction campaigns. This is for people who already have a good amount of resources and are willing to spend some syringes to enhance their characters with the stat training. Keep that in mind. Also, you're not going to be getting onto the ladder by spending right now. If you didn't at the beginning, it's very difficult that you do right now. It's about to get full, so don't do it thinking that you're gonna grab the rewards. But maybe you can grab these if you haven't finished. Then, let's see. We also have another week for the Desire campaign, which isn't that impactful. I mean, I guess it is a little bit impactful, but the people who wanted to get benefit from the extra Desire already rolled, and we don't have a new banner. So, yeah, that's the thing. They could have easily put Saya Neo in this week, since it's a dead week and we have the extra Desire, but they didn't for some reason. But in any case, let's continue. We also have some missions. Unfortunately, I recorded the video, but the audio wasn't good. And fortunately, here I have the rewards. These are for doing PvP battles, going into an arena and doing PvP. So you're gonna get a Fuma plushie, 2 Fuma plushies, 20 accelerators, 1 chance booster, 2 chance boosters, and 1 dismantling device. The dismantling device is excellent, and it's a very good thing that they give this every now and then. But I mean, it's the anniversary. Obviously, they're gonna give good rewards. And also, there's rewards if you do your dailies, like crystal fragments. The new boxes. The first reward was one of these boxes, or not one, a couple of these boxes. So be sure to grab them. They're pretty useful. And that's about it, guys. That's kind of it. There's not much for the update. So before we finish, a couple things that you should consider. You can start crafting. You are Well, I'm gonna go to this part because I cannot show you the item because I don't have space to craft. But you can start preparing UR elements, blue UR elements, because Kurena is gonna receive a weapon, so you can start crafting those. Though we don't know the color of the supporter just yet, so the orbs are a different matter. I suggest that you save your ritual barrels so that you can decide which orb you're going to craft later when they tell us what is going to be the color of the supporter of Kurenai. Also, another important thing, be sure to keep some amount of desire, like 140, so that you can grab the copy of either the supporter or weapon for the seasonal pack for Kurenai. We don't know what's going to be here on the Desire Shop, but there's going to be something on the Desire Shop. So be sure to save. Let's see. I already mentioned this. You should farm right now. Very chill because as you know, there's nothing special to do. There's the event and there's these daily campaigns. You can use the extra runs so that you improve your stat trainings. And let's see. You can also get resources. So that's about it. Pretty chill. So that's it for this part of the video, guys. I'm gonna talk about something different. That it's kind of a continuation of a previous video. So if you wanna leave, that's all for today, and I'll be seeing you next time. But for those who stay, what are we going to talk about right now? Well, we're gonna talk about the whole situation with Phantasma. So, quick reminder for those who did not watch the video: Phantasma got adjusted. If what Gremory said is to be is the truth, if we believe that's the truth, what was happening is that the percentages were not reflecting the real effect, so they corrected the mistake. This was originally an 8% and they corrected. But what's the issue? That people roll expecting one effect and nobody mentioned anything throughout the course of 2 weeks, and then they say, oh, sorry, this is actually the real effect. We're just gonna patch the numbers and now it reflects the real value. The issue is not that it got nerfed, because technically it didn't, but rather that it was false information, misadvertised, or false advertised. So what's the issue with that? That people were expecting certain values and they spent their resources and they took decisions based on those numbers. And after they spend, Gremory states this is incorrect and they do the correction. So the issue is not the numbers themselves, but what they did. The fact that they didn't own their mistake and they just say, well, we're gonna change it to be what it's supposed to be. But I didn't roll extra copies because I thought this was the effect. I rolled extra copies because I thought the effect was something different. So I sent a letter to Gremory explaining this, and they decided to swipe it under the rug, which is pretty disappointing. There's 3 things they could have done, and I doubt they do. No, 4 things they could have done, and I doubt they're gonna do any of those that could have solved this properly. Number 1, and the best option, is that they just accept their mistake and they adjust it to what it was advertised for 2 weeks. But that has not happened, and they're not regretting their decision right now, so I doubt they're gonna do it. Another thing they could have done is to roll back the thing. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to do it after 2 weeks. What they could have done is remove the weapon and supporter from everyone's account, extend the duration of the banner, refund gems, and refund Demonite, enchant boosters, and UR beats and elements. But that's a whole complex topic that it is not easy to perform, so it's a terrible choice to begin with. So, nope. Another thing they could have done, which is a little bit more acceptable, is to just refund the gems and let them keep what they roll, because they gotta own it, and they're not doing that too. And the last option, which is not ideal, but it would be appreciated to F2Ps and maybe some whales, is to say, we are sorry for the inconvenience, we apologize, and we offer you this gift as compensation. And I mean, last time that happened, it was with Anaro's whole problem, and they gave a weapon voucher. Let me show you. If I'm not mistaken, it was a limited weapon voucher where you can select one weapon, whichever weapon that you like from the limited selection. They could do that, but for supporters, because it corresponds to a supporter. And that would be, I mean, acceptable to some degree. And at least they accept their mistake, and they accept that they have inconvenienced some players by doing this. In my opinion, I think they are pretty comfortable and pretty empowered by the fact that there's a ton of whales spending money into the game, and they feel like, the complaints of the krill and the dolphins are the F2Ps is not worth dealing with it. But if a group of whales or all the whale clubs were to express their disagreement with this situation, they would definitely do something, because they cannot afford to just lose the whales. But the whales are not going to do that. They would suffer from FOMO, from not taking advantage and of each day on how much they can donate, so that they are number one on the list. But, well, or that's what I think. Would you, whales? Would you? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, this is awful, but unfortunately it is what it is. If you're extremely displeased, do what you may. If you want to leave, I totally understand. If you want to stay, but you want to rant, that I understand that. I am doing that. But whatever you do, be polite and reasonable. Please don't do death threats. Don't do anything irrational, please. It is just a game in the end of the day. At the end of the day, though, it is pretty disappointing what Gremory has done and the courses of action they are taking. I don't think it's worth it to just do something unreasonable just because of this. So, as I said, if you want to express your displeasure about the situation to Gremory, do so in a polite way. Yeah, that's all that I wanted to say. I wanted to share that Gremory did answer my mail, and they didn't give a positive answer. They just said, well, we mentioned it on the update patch, on the patch notes, and it's like, yeah, I know, I read and I explained that on my letter, but, well, in any case, let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!